happened. So in this couple, they came to me on a Monday, like at war. And I said, well, you guys are lacking an exit strategy for deep intimacy. And they both just looked at me like, duh. Like it didn't even occur to them that what was going on there was they just didn't have a graceful exit strategy. So she's going to surrender wide open, give up all of her alpha, full mega deep dive off the high dive. And he has like held all this space. And then he's like so filled up by her inspiration. He's ready to go penetrate the world again. And they didn't have like an exit strategy. And so as soon as that was pointed out, they both understood what was happening. And then they got busy like finding, I was like, let's just create an exit strategy for these weekends. But here's what's important for the podcast. If they hadn't identified that it was just an exit strategy thing, guess what would have happened next? They wouldn't have spoken for like probably Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Around Thursday, they're missing each other. They sort of mosey back into the kitchen and have their moment. And then Friday comes and they really want to spend the weekend together. And so they get back together. But she thinks, you know what? He doesn't handle that level of my opening that well. I don't think I'm going to open that much this weekend. And he thinks, I gave her 2 full days last weekend, but even that wasn't enough. It's a no-win game. Maybe I do a little bit of work on Saturday night this weekend, because what difference does it make if I show up that much? Right? Guys, you have to understand this is happening in every couple, where instead of having a repair and like dealing with the issue, you both just make a decision to like limit the depth at which you will offer yourself in the future. You essentially walk out of that, you just kind of end up back together, but you end up back together damaged and reduced as to what you were before. So I just think it's an important topic, because what we're talking about in sacred sexuality and the yoga of intimacy is loving at depth, like literally blowing your mind in sexing, giving it all, and constantly deep diving off the high dive. But what we see all the time are couples that do that a couple of times, have bad outcomes, and then start stepping back.